Hello, hi everyone. I'm Mocha Mazel with Black Expats and Repats in Jamaica, and today I'm so excited to be introducing all of y'all to my good friend. Okay, Monday. Monday, if you want to do the honors and tell people what your name is, because I don't want to disrespect you and your name. So if you could please just introduce yourself.
Thank you very much. Hi, Mocha. Thank you very much for having me. My name is Monday Ahibe Imoiko. That's the name I go by. Monday.
Okay,
Ahibe
so
Imoiko.
Monday. All right, we're gonna call you Monday, and then we're gonna leave that to the professionals. Okay, the rest of it. All right, so I'm gonna leave that to you. So, for those of you who are familiar, so Black Expats and Repats in Jamaica, what we're doing is highlighting those who have relocated throughout the Black diaspora to Jamaica. So, we have the honor and the privilege of speaking with Monday. So, Monday, if you could please tell us, where are you from originally? If you want to give us just a bit of your background, tell us about who you are and your beginnings.
Okay, that's relatively very simple. My name is Monday Imoiko. I'm actually from Nigeria. I'm from the southern part of Nigeria. If you're very familiar with Nigeria, you will know about a place called Edo. It has a very big empire back in the old days called the Benin Empire. But I'm originally from Edo State, and then Edo State, Nigeria. Nigeria is in West Africa, and basically I was born in the northern part of Nigeria. It's called Kano State, and I grew up between the north, the south, and the middle belt. So I have what's called holistic idea of everything. Um, yeah.
Amazing. So definitely
So,
very much interested in learning more about the Benin Empire. That's neither here nor there. We're not going to do a history lesson just yet. So that's amazing. So you're from the Benin area. I think more people are probably more familiar or recognize that. So that'll give us a sense of kind of like what the scope is.
yeah, that's true.
Where in Nigeria that you're from? Okay, so we know you're from Nigeria. So what is your can you tell us a little bit about, growing up in Nigeria? Anything you want to touch on, maybe family, your education, what you did, how you became who you are, how you became Monday. You want to elaborate a little bit on that? Anything you're willing to share?
Sure. So let me just summarize it. So, as I said earlier on, I was born in the northern part of Nigeria, Kano to be precise. So I think we lived in Kano for 14 years. Yeah, and then Kano is in the north, and the north is like is the region, is the Islamic part of the country, because we have lots of religion, traditional, and then but the predominant ones are either the Muslims or the Christians. So I actually was born in the north, which is predominantly Muslims, and then I grew up in the north. I got to appreciate people from the north because I felt I was like one of them. So when I finished my primary school, and then my parents now relocated to the Middle Belt, actually to Abuja, which is the seat of power currently. It's the capital city, Abuja. So that was where I did my secondary education, more like college, and then for university, I went back to the north. I finished from the Federal University of Technology, Bauchi. It's now called Abubakar Tafawa Balewa University, Bauchi. That's where I read estate management and valuation. So after that, we have a program in Nigeria. It's a program that was set up by then the Prime Minister of Nigeria, Yakubu Gowon. It was a program that was meant to integrate Nigerians nearby. If you were born in the north and then you school in the north, after your university program, the government is going to send you somewhere new to work for a whole year. And the whole idea of that program is to integrate the whole country so that we can learn each and everyone's culture, tradition, and get to appreciate each and everyone. So that happened, and then I found myself back to the Northeast this time around. So I finished from Abakatawa Baliwa University. I studied estate management and valuation. And then after that, I came back to Abuja where I got a job during my NYSC. I served there for about a year and then I was retained. And that was where my career surgeon actually started. And then after that, I was posted to Lagos. Now, Lagos was a heartbeat of Africa, if you ask me, because if you own a business in Africa and you don't have an office in Lagos, you haven't started. So basically, Lagos is like the New York of USA because it's a city that doesn't sleep. So everything you want is there. Fun, anything you just think about it is there. So that's my first experience of going to Lagos. And I got to Lagos and then I had this big portfolio, a big shoe I had to fill in. So that happened. I was in Lagos for about 2-3 years. I got immersed in the culture. I got to learn another language called Yoruba. So after that, I now went back to Abuja. I joined, what's it called? I got an appointment, and then from there henceforth, I was now sent to Jamaica. So once I was told I was coming to Jamaica, I was like, it's Jamaica. So I did my due diligence, went online. Oh, I was seeing beach, Rastafarian. I was seeing weed and everything. So I was like, oh, I'm coming for vacation in Jamaica. Let's go. So I eventually came to Jamaica. And then, and right now I never left. So I'm back. I'm still here in Jamaica. And I worked for about three years, and then I went back home, and I decided to just come back on my own to relocate permanently in Jamaica, and it has been an awesome experience ever since. So, yeah,
Okay,
right.
so what year did you officially? What year was that? Did you officially came to Jamaica? For the first time.
Okay. The first time I got to Jamaica at about 5:23 p.m., I arrived at Norman Marlin Airport on the 24th of August 2017. I wrote that down somewhere so I can remember it.
Okay, so if you can just elaborate a little bit, like what was the reason for it? If you can, I don't know if you can. I don't know if there's like any whatever rules or stipulations, but like what reason did they decide to send you to Jamaica? Like what is the correlation or relationship between Nigeria and Jamaica? Because many people aren't familiar with that connection. They don't know there's a Nigerian embassy here. So how did that happen? Like what was the reason, purpose?
Okay, so basically with the foreign service, they post you to different countries to represent the country, and then so you have different portfolio that you have to fill in. So I won't go into all those details. So, but anyway, so the government sent me here to Jamaica to get some work done, and I came with my boss, best boss in the world, Ambassador Janet Oliser, and then so I came with her. I was part of her. I was a member of staff that was sent here to Jamaica, and we actually had an amazing tour of duty until she had to leave, and then I eventually had to leave. So basically, what we came to do in Jamaica is that because Jamaica and Nigeria have diplomatic relationship, and then we also have an embassy here, and the embassy we actually have 3 embassies in the Caribbean. One is here in Jamaica, and then there's another one in TNT, and then there's another one. Anyway, so but when it comes to passport and immigration duties, the embassy in Nigeria is in charge of the whole of the Caribbean. So basically, when you want to renew your passport as a citizen, you want visa, everything, it's done here. So you have the Nigerian embassy, and we are very welcoming. So anytime a Nigeria is here, just know that you also have a home here. So that's the whole sojourn of me coming to
That's
Jamaica.
awesome. That's amazing. So okay, so when you came here, you stayed here for those years and you left, what made you decide to come back to Jamaica and stay in Jamaica? What was it that you said, I'm going to live in Jamaica? Like, what made you decide you want to stay here?
Okay. There are two reasons. One, I was running away from my mother and her questions, and two, because I want. I don't want to go into details right now, but yeah. So and then two, I wanted something different. So while I was here in Jamaica, Nigeria and Jamaica share a long ancestral heritage as well as culture and diplomatic relations. So if there's some parts in Jamaica that are named after places in Nigeria. For example, in Kingston, you have a region or you have a place called Calabar. Calabar was named Calabar because we had missionary from Nigeria we who were from the Calabar part of Nigeria. So when they came here on their missionary duty, they was like, "Oh, this looks like back home." So they named the place Calabar, and that's just talk for hundreds of years. Now till tomorrow, that part of Red Hills is called Calabar. There's even a very popular school known as Calabar High School, and they are known for their prowess in football and athletic sports. Anyway, there's also a part in Westmoreland called Olumaro. Yeah, I think Olumaro. It simply means the city under the stone. So because of the geographical nature of the place, it looks like a place back in Nigeria called Olumaro. So the place was now named Olumaro. So it's a very stony region. It basically shared um what's called characteristics like the place back home. So there's this strong affiliation between Nigeria and Jamaica. And then sometimes when I am on the street, on the road, as they always say it in Jamaica, I see people that looks like people from back home. I'm like, come, you look like Topwe. Are you sure you're not Topwe? I'm like, no, sir, where I said? Me not Topwe, man. What Topwe? I'm like, yo, you just looking somewhere back home. So, yeah, so there's that strong affiliation. Yeah.
That's amazing. Anything like, what about like culture wise or food wise or anything like that? Have you noticed any similarities?
Yes, there's huge similarities. Now, because of our ancestral heritage, we basically have the same food or raw materials. And let me just say, we have the same food, but basically, the only difference is that the method of preparation just differ, but the food is just the same thing. Let me give you a good example. We usually make, back in Nigeria, there's something called gari, very popular, which I think it is named cassava flakes. And then gari, which is cassava flakes, back here it is called bami. It is the same raw material, just that the finished product differ in terms of look and then probably taste. And also every other thing you can find in Nigeria, most things you can find in Nigeria, you can find them here. You talk about the yam, you talk about almost everything. So it feels like I am still home, even though I'm far away from home. Because I still have to enjoy, I still get to enjoy all my favorite meals and favorite food and everything. So there's a lot of similarities between Jamaica and
Oh,
Nigeria. And then most Jamaicans, especially the Rastafarian community also ascribe to the Nigerian culture, and that is one of the reasons why I actually also stayed by, because I felt welcome, I felt needed, I felt appreciated, because I have been opportune to live in some other parts of the world, and this just felt different. It felt like home. It's where I am being welcome. It's where I'm being appreciated. It's where everybody, they're happy to have me around. So all that just gives me a feel of being back home. So why not just make it home?
Right, makes sense. I'm glad you're getting it. I'm glad we're on the same page. Okay, because I get this question a lot. Do people ask you back at home, like
Yeah.
why you won't come back to Nigeria, or why do you get those questions from people, your family, and things like that?
Yeah, like a one, my mom. Oh my God. There's something about, okay, now, probably you are aware of like the African household, especially Nigerian. When you're growing up and then I'll be like, oh, don't talk to, for the ladies, they'll be like, oh, don't talk to guys, be good and all that. And then once you clock 25, like, here's your husband. Why? I'm in my husband's house. You should go and get your own husband. So that whole thing happens. It's not just for to the ladies. It happens to the guys. Yo, I am a living testimony. My mom. Anytime I get a call from my mom, I know where the conversation is drifting to. So that, and now when are you getting married and all that? And you bring anybody. If it's a Jamaican, we are going to accept. Even if it's Chinese, anyone you bring. So that's one of the reasons why I ran
Oh
away
my
from home.
goodness.
Because mother, no sir. Yeah, I know.
Mm, what about dialect? Because you just hit the no sir on me. So is the dialect
Oh
right now?
yes, that's so cool. Now, um, okay, so when I came to Jamaica, there was something that when I heard them speak Patois, I was like, this is similar. What is this? This sounds so familiar. So it's what's called Patois is just it's very similar to Pidgin, and Pidgin is what we call broken English. It's like the language of the streets, like what everybody can ascribe to, whether you're literate or illiterate, you can ascribe to that form of communication, which is called broken English or Pidgin. So Patois is also like the Jamaican indigenous or broken English. So there were some words in Patois that just hit me the wrong way. I'm like, oh, this is the same thing back home. And I could really just understand what they were saying, even though I was just hearing them for the first time. But I could pick the words and then make sense out of it. So the other challenge I had was the fact that immediately I came here, I think Jamaicans talk really fast. Instead of them to say like, oh, who is that boy? Boy that, who about boy that or something. They would just put everything together and boom. I had to now try to
Mhm.
and try to catch up with the speed and in which they talk and everything. So yeah, apart from that, the language was is really familiar. And I have actually what's it called over the years I've actually acculturated
Mhm.
myself and then equipped myself by making friends with the locals. I could now understand and like every other language, I had to start to learn the bad words, the cuss words, and from there I just took off.
Of course, no, we're not
Yep.
gonna say them. Get fine, but you hang around enough, Janae.
No, I was ready to shoot, but you know.
Learn the word. You'll learn them if you ain't heard them already. Okay, so
Okay,
all right,
sure.
now let's get into. Okay, you're here now. You're in Jamaica, and you've made Jamaica home. So what are you going to do while you're here? What are your plans? What are your ambitions? What do you want to accomplish here in Jamaica? Like what's the plan?
Okay, the plan, apart from running from my mother, I intend to make Jamaica home for at least the next
Mm-hmm.
5 years, give or take the next 5 years. Now, the reason why I give myself a 5 years margin is because I want to see what, because this is not my comfort zone. So I'm actually leaving my comfort zone, which is back home. I'm trying to make something for myself. So basically, currently, I work, I do my 9 to 5 or 9 to whenever I'm done from work. And then apart from that, I have, apart from my employment, I also have some mission and some goals I'm trying to achieve. And my mission and goal is to be an entrepreneur, or I am an entrepreneur, but I'm just trying to build my scale of business as well as also to expand it in the nearest future. But to further that ambition, I need a job. I need a 9 to 5 or something to do that. So I'm currently working, and then I'm also doing my business. I basically what I do right now is I trade. I trade on African fabric because when I came, I noticed that the Jamaican and the Rastafarian community ascribe themselves to motherland a lot, and then they tend to appreciate the culture, the fabric, as well as the everything. Yeah, basically the culture, and then the way we dress and the way we do things, especially the fabric. So I got to identify a niche in the fabric sector. So I decided to start importing fabrics, and then I started by selling to my friends, and then before that and after that, they what's it called, the referrals started building up, and now I have suppliers. I just anytime I get my stock, I just send it to the suppliers, and when they sell, they pay me back my money, and then we shake hands and everything. So I'm actually trying to build that business and see how best it goes. And then I also notice in Jamaica, they don't have tailors. When I say tailors, I don't want to use fashion designer because I'll just be putting a name to it. If you look at African movies, or especially Nigerian movies, and you see the way and manner in which fashion has been redefined, it's amazing what we are currently doing with fabrics. We have appreciated our local fabric and our local texture industry, and it has metamorphosed into $1 billion industry, and people have acquired instinctive skills. They create amazing dress. They create amazing outfits. You would just be blown about the what's it called, the imagination and the creativity in those dresses. So I also look at it in the long run. I'm trying to see if I can get some tailors or designers, as you may call them, and then probably open a store or a shop here to create and design Nigerian outfits. Especially, it will be tailored towards both the ladies and the male, because the ladies spend money on clothes, men just spend once in a while. So I intend to do that in the long run. So I currently have a store on Instagram called African Fabric Hub. That is where I sell. I actually advertise some of the fabrics I have, and then I direct customers to stores where they can find it. And also, yeah, apart from that, I also what's it called, sell some Afrocentric jewelries and stuff. And then apart from that, I've decided last year, towards the end of last year, to host a party that integrates or acculturize Jamaicans. Basically, the whole idea of a party that acculturize Jamaicans is to bring together the African community and bring together Jamaican community and play rhythm and play hit songs that we both appreciate. When you hear about now, Afrobeat has revolutionized the world, and right now, Amapiano is taking over. So Jamaicans love Afrobeat. So I'm like, oh, that's also a market. Why don't I bring Jamaicans and Africans together, and let's party together? And we also try to indulge ourselves in local cuisine such as jollof rice. So I tag the party Naija Jollof Party. So I usually I try as much as possible to host it once every month, and I bring people together, and then we just have a good time, play good music, dance, eat,
And I
drink,
just
and
like to let
network.
everybody know
So
that
that's
I've
what I've been doing
attended
so
the
far.
party a few times, and it's always amazing. And yeah, I can't wait to some other ones. Cause yeah, Afro beats is worldwide. Yeah, everybody loves the Afro beats. So I'm in here.
Yeah, let's
And
drink.
then I'm so glad you talked about the entrepreneur and business stuff. Because me and my team, we're trying to formulate some things to help. I guess things
Oh,
cohesive with
great.
entrepreneurs and expats and locals and repats. So we're forming a community and we're looking to do some amazing things in Jamaica. So I'm so glad you've agreed to be on board. So,
Oh, great.
so let's talk about what advice or encouragement would you have for somebody from Nigeria, all right, to come to Jamaica. So I'm saying Nigeria because you're familiar with Nigeria. So what nuances or challenges or anything you could speak on to them who are maybe interested in moving to Jamaica? Because again, I'm sure, how big is the Nigerian community in Jamaica? I know y'all are here, but I still, what can you give me a range of, like, is it like a really strong footing in Jamaica? Like, do you see like Nigerians becoming more or relocating to Jamaica on a more permanent basis outside of vacation? What do you think?
Oh, great. Great question. We currently have about 1,000 Nigerians in Jamaica, and then they cut across the professional career as well as the business enterprise, those within the business community. So we have Nigerians mostly also in the medical field, and likewise lecturers. Lots of lecturers here are Nigerians. And then my advice for a Nigerian coming to Jamaica is, boy, bring plenty money because Jamaica is expensive.
It is.
Compared to Nigeria, it's very expensive. Yeah, very expensive. And then I also like to advise people not to base their decision on what they see on media, because when you check media, you see, oh, lots of crime in Jamaica. What's it called? This, that. Yo, those are targeted crime. They don't just go around on the streets taking people's bag or shooting people. None of that happens. It's not. That is a first, what's called perspective of what is on ground. So I would advise anybody coming here not to make their decision based on what they see on social media. But if they want to come here, they made up their mind to come here, they are highly welcome to come here. And Jamaica is like home. Every other thing you enjoy back home, talk about the fufu, the gari, the egusi, you can find them here locally. Everything is here. And then Jamaicans are very, very hospitable. Very, very hospitable. Once you're from motherland, once you're from Nigeria, once you're from Ghana or anywhere in Africa, they just love you. They'll be like, oh, I watch movies, Nigerian movies, Ghanaian movies. Oh, this happened, this happened. Yeah, I get to start educating people and telling them about the culture. I'm like, oh, you see this thing you saw on the TV about this? Okay, it used to happen back in the days. It doesn't happen anymore like that and everything. So they are well informed about our culture. They are well informed about our people, and they love our people. They respect our people, and we also should do the same thing. So anybody that wants to come to Jamaica, any Nigerian that plan on coming to Jamaica, my next question is, boy, what are you waiting for? Come.
I love it. I love it because, I love it. All right. And that's the energy we're trying to foster, because Jamaica has so much to offer. It's beautiful. You got your peoples. You got everything here, right? You got the home. You have the modernity. You have whatever type of life or aspect you want to have. You can have it here. All right. So I'm not going to hold you too much longer, but I do want you to elaborate a little bit more. If you could just tell people where to find your business stuff, like the Naija Jollof parties and your other business ventures. Just tell us where we can find you, and then
Okay, great. Thank you very much for this opportunity to advertise my business. I am very, very grateful for it. So, when it comes to fabric and everything Afrocentric, probably what's it called Ankara, dresses, suits, senator, waist bead, anything you want, you can find them on my Instagram page. You could just send me a message or just DM me on my Instagram page, African Fabric Hub.
Okay.
I repeat, African Fabric Hub. And then the Jollof Party, the Naija Jollof Party, we host it once every month. Unfortunately, I was not around, so I couldn't do that for January. But we intend to host one on the 27th of February. And then you can find more information on that at Naija Jollof Party on Instagram. They are both available on Instagram, Naija Jollof Party and African Fabric Hub. That is where you can find me and find information. You can place your order and definitely I will respond to it.
All right, fantastic. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me today. I'm so glad to have you. I'm so glad to see your face. All right. And yeah, so we're gonna keep people up to speed with your parties because yeah, people need to know what's going on out here in Jamaica. Okay. All right. So Monday. All right.
Yeah.
Again, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. Great job and keep doing what you're doing.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat? I didn't hear you.
No, I say thank you very much for having me, and you're doing an amazing job.
Thank you. Okay, so we're gonna link all of your stuff. All right, we want to put all the links so people can just click. All right, and so that's it. And I want to thank you so much. All right, y'all. So thank you for watching, listening, whatever platform you are consuming this on. Okay. Make sure you stay tuned. Follow us on YouTube, subscribe, and all of those things. Make sure you should subscribe to our podcast. Please go support Monday and his entrepreneurial efforts. And attend his parties if you are in Jamaica. They're based in Kingston, right? Kingston, Jamaica. Where do you host them? At Devon House?
Yes, I am. I am Kingston. Yeah.
Okay, so the parties are at Devon House.
Devon House.
Right, Kingston, Jamaica. House. Okay, so that's it. Thank you so much. Have a lovely evening, and I'm Mocha Mazel. Bye.